monster on the run.
She has gotten 0 feet away from my desk. She's still here.
She's dancing with.
The task was go watch TV, and she has completely failed.
That's so great.
This is more important to her, which is good.
Welcome to the Lily and Ruby show. Glad to see you today. This might be a lot more entertaining than the internet.
Please
dad
stop
show.
tongue kissing the dog. It's not
That's
good.
So cute, dude. This is the internet dad show, and you're showing your daughter and playing with the dog and not looking at an iPad. It's awesome.
Yeah,
You're a good dad.
Well, I don't know about that, but I don't like to let them use screen time too much. But
I know about that. I know you're not going to toot your own horn, but I will. I see the stuff. I see the posts. I see you every day. I see you interact with your children for a little bit almost every day. And as a dad, you're a good dad. Period. Your kids are lucky.
So around these parts, we got. I'm gonna entirely credit to Mrs. JJ, but we have
She's a good mom.
We got rules around here.
Yeah.
So the first thing is in the morning they're gonna wake up and be like, "Can we watch TV?" And the answer is no. Of course you can't. Of course not.
No, TV rots your brain.
So Cassie, so we agreed, and Cassie made up this chore chart. It's not a chore chart exactly. It's more like a prerequisites list.
Yeah.
So, the prerequisites list is, you have to, hold on. I'm going to grab it actually. Hang on just a second.
Very nice. Very nice. So welcome to the Internet Dad Show. I am Deacon. That is JJ. And we are just, in a restaurant when you go in the mornings and all the old guys are sitting around just kind of talking and sharing their lying about everything. That's what this is. So welcome to the show.
Yeah, don't trust us.
Don't trust.
So we have this thing called Summer Rules. This hangs out right outside both of their doors. It's also in the refrigerator downstairs and somewhere else.
Okay.
And before they can watch TV, every time I'm like, "Well, have you done your list?" So here's the list: brush teeth, get dressed, eat breakfast, take your medicine. Right? They got to take vitamins and stuff like that. Right. And clean your room because they totally wrecked it. Either last night
bed.
Before they, or this morning after they woke up, but before they came out, they wrecked it. Make your bed is on there specifically. Turn off your humidifier. Put your dirty laundry in the hamper. Don't just leave it thrown all over your room. Don't stuff it underneath your chest of drawers. You're not allowed to stuff clothes underneath there to make them disappear. Clothes don't go under the bed. Clean up this room. This is a media room. So, and then feed the dog. So that's all prerequisites. And so if they haven't done all those things, they can't even just ask about TV. But then if they ask about TV, we'll have you read 10 minutes. So this morning, I don't want to brag on it. It's over there. Let me grab it. Hang on.
Hi, Dave. I can't hear you. No.
Here it is.
Not at all.
Lily, Jill is my reader, right? If you leave her alone for 10 minutes, she's found a chair or the bathroom and taking a book. And it's last week.
That's great. They can't brag on that enough.
And she's my reader. Jill's my reader.
Watch how more advanced her vocabulary is going to become as she gets into high school. So, as opposed to everyone else.
Yeah.
Because she's a reader.
Last week during my work week, she went downstairs to go to the bathroom. And then 40 minutes later, I was like, "Where is Jill?" And I went and I checked it. She was still in there. I was like, Are you okay? Have your legs fallen off? She was just in there reading a book.
For the people that are not readers, when you get into a good book and you get to the end of the chapter that you told yourself that you're going to end at the end of this chapter because you need to go to bed, and then 4 hours later it's 4 a.m. and you're still reading
into this other chapter.
Yeah,
8 chapters later.
I understand that completely.
So Lily is not necessarily my reader. She's a year younger, and
all right.
She's just doing the sounded out stuff. But she just read all of this book. This is Arthur Breaks the Bank. It's a level 2. She just read all of this, either read the words, or sounded some of them out, but didn't have very much help from me at all, which is that's a
Well,
first for that. I'm real proud of her.
aren't they bilingual?
Yeah.
They already are smarter than me.
Well, yeah.
El
You gotta.
gato usa pantalones
Mm.
is the only Spanish phrase I know,
So
and that says
Lily
cat wears pants.
Lily is more bilingual than I am, for sure. Like I am just trying to catch up a little bit so that I can reinforce it a little bit and talk a
Yeah.
little bit. But like my Spanish is terrible, like gutter trash terrible. Hers is she's more. Jill understands, but she doesn't. I haven't like she almost never speaks in
You
Spanish.
don't
So
speak it all the time.
yeah,
So,
but she understands it because their teachers were speaking
Dave, do you
Spanish.
have your voice?
I hope so.
Yes, there you are.
Yeah.
Oh, do we get Warble this morning?
No, we don't.
I
get
want to hear
Megatron.
Warble. Megatron. Where's that? Yeah, I can't do this.
No idea. That was a bad update.
So,
Hi, sir. How was your
morning, Dave. How you doing?
I'm good. Good.
Interesting weekend? Not interesting weekend? Did you break anything? Break any bones? Anything like that?
No, I went to the movies.
Oh, did you watch
Did you go see
Superman?
Superman?
I'm not entirely jealous, but yeah, I want to watch that. I want to see it. I heard it's good. I heard it's fun. I heard it's like lighthearted and episodic, like a little comic book.
Only one moving. I'm the only one moving. I'm the only one moving. Oh,
You're
there you are.
jammed.
Did I jam or did y'all jam?
It's you. It's probably
I was listening.
Now you're clear.
I'm not.
Holding
I
still.
haven't even clicked on anything. I'm
Now
just sitting here watching
you're
Dave.
suddenly clear. You were not clear before.
I haven't clicked anything though since we've been on the show.
Right. Okay, sorry, Dave. Go ahead. So, how was Superman?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. There are definitely I have some gripes. I just learned that it was a 4-hour cut.
I
initially.
heard that.
I just heard that on the way in. I'm
That
like,
means that they cut like 2 hours of stuff.
my gripes without running.
They did that for money.
There no spoilers here.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor, they don't develop a reason for him to hate Superman. Like it's not a compelling reason. What they give me, I'm just like, okay. I mean,
It's
granted,
just
we're
racist.
jumping in.
That's all.
Yeah, they don't really develop that if that is the case.
Right.
Like there's a couple of throwaway lines. I mean, he's brilliant as Luthor.
Nicholas Holt. Nicholas Holt's a good
yeah,
actor. I
dude,
don't see him as Lex Luthor from the trailers, but he's a great actor.
He additionally auditioned for the role of Superman.
I don't see him as a Superman either.
Yeah, I don't either.
He does not have the jaw.
The other one, Hawk Girl. Her character could have been deleted from the movie, and you wouldn't even have noticed.
Yeah.
Which I hate that because, and this might sound, I don't know. Take this how you will. I really think if you're going to have Hawk Girl, you have to have Hawkman. Like they are
right.
It's like Batman and Robin.
Right.
It would be like having a Robin movie without Batman. Not that Robin can't stand on his own, because he definitely, Dick Grayson, he definitely can. Red Hood, all of them can stand on their own. So I don't know. I just felt like if there's 4 hours of footage unreleased, I really hope they do some justice for Hawk Girl. And I'd be willing to buy the extended edition just so I could see the other 2
Did
hours.
You like
of footage
her as Hot Girl? You said you could have done whether it be deleted.
She wasn't horrible as Hawk Girl. I think she had the attitude right. Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion was amazing.
That he hammed it the whole time.
He was perfect. Oh my word, he was so perfect. It was so good.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, I could watch a whole movie with him.
Okay, so I missed what y'all were talking about, but overall, Dave, did you like it? I heard you say that it was initially 4 hours and they cut it to 2. And I was thinking, as I went over to talk, I was thinking, well, they did that so they can release the Zack Schneider cut or whatever they freaking do now, like Lord of the Rings 4 hour.
I mean, Deacon,
there's
so
multiple deleted scenes at the end, multiple alternate endings that were shot, and that's going to be included in the 4 hours of uncut footage.
And also, there was I heard them talking about it. They did some jokes that just didn't work. And sometimes that's you do that. You do either try this bit, and it just doesn't work.
The jokes, the humor in there was not like comedy yucks. It's more like, oh, I would totally say that in the middle of a conversation. They're more like just like dad riffs.
Yeah, and
Mm,
that's what it needs to be.
And
That's
it
what I
was
was
it was
thinking. It needs to be like a C-3PO type quip or
mhm,
a Captain America. Like what they did in the Avengers was pretty good with the comedy. All right,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
didn't. They just slid in a little thing every once in a while, and it was not oh my god, that's a killer joke. It was a
Hmm.
sly thing that ended up growing into a
Right. Right.
like the I get that reference.
Hmm.
That was a great
Yeah.
joke, one liner, and
Uh-huh.
it was like I call them C3PO jokes. That's what C3PO was in that movie. That's the whole he was comic relief.
Yeah.
Jar
So
Jar, comic
the bad
relief.
guys were bad, the good guys were good. The questionable characters were questionable. Like
Okay,
there are things
good.
that I really, really enjoyed about it. Um,
I won't watch it. I've not
that's
watched
fine.
any
No,
of
I'm
the
not.
DC movies.
Yeah, and I'm
aw,
not saying that everybody needs to go out and watch this thing, but I would like to see it succeed because I would like to see
Another
I would
one?
like to see what Gunn's doing. And the whole
uh,
time I'm watching it, I'm thinking of Brightburn.
oh yeah. Oh really? Yeah, that's
Yeah, did
super
you?
dark though. No, I never watched that,
No,
so I remember the trailer for it. And I've
it
seen similar things.
yeah, it was Superman if he had gone evil.
Yeah,
And if you haven't seen Brightburn, you really should watch it. It is so good. I mean, it's dark.
yeah,
It's a horror
yeah.
flick.
That's no. So how would you rate it for kids? Like, is it appropriate for
Um,
kids? It's a
wouldn't take
comic book movie, and
if
for a long time we haven't had comic book
yeah,
movies that are
middle
appropriate for
school,
kids.
middle
Middle
school.
school,
Yeah,
12.
Guy Gardner makes it more
Yeah,
middle school.
I feel like that guy makes it like
There's
the butt jokes.
there's one scene, and I'm not ruining anything for you. It's his power is based on force of will. There's a lot of middle fingers,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of middle fingers. And I'm
yeah.
just like, oh, guy,
All right. So, what do you think of Corin Sweat as Superman?
loved him.
Really,
Yeah, yeah, I loved him
really,
as Superman. He was really, really good as Superman. He felt like I don't know if I didn't have a problem with Henry Cavill as Superman. I didn't have a
right.
problem with Brandon Roth as Superman.
I
I
liked
didn't have,
Brandon, honestly. I liked
yeah,
Brandon. I thought
I don't
Brandon
think
did an
you had a
impeccable job of not only being Superman and Clark Kent, but also being Christopher Reeves,
yeah,
Superman and
yeah.
Clark Kent.
Corn
Like,
Sweat is very Christopher Reeves. He
really,
is,
he
yeah,
seems
he's
cool
very,
though. And
yeah,
and, and
he's kind of goofy.
really,
Was
He's got the Clark thing
Christopher
down.
Reeves? Christopher Reeves was a little. He had that goofy,
Hmm.
look, and
right,
he really didn't give a goofy line, but he would give a goofy look or a inflection at the end of his
right.
words
Hmm.
or something like that. That was kind of
Yeah,
There
well,
was
he
one
had a way of
stupid
playing the
change.
scene in such a way that like he came off as like, oh, he's the wimp, but then at the same time you're like, I
Yeah,
know that he's just
yeah,
faking it.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. You're right. As Clark Kent,
And
you're like,
but
oh, he's a wimp. No, he's not.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Like there's the scene in the original Superman. I think it's the original Superman where they go into the alley and then the mugger like shoots him and then like he's like oh gosh, but he had secretly palmed the bullet and caught it,
Yeah.
and it was like oh I'm so scared. Oh my god. I mean,
I remember when he crutches his thumb in the orange juice juicer in the
yes,
original.
yes,
Yes.
yeah, man. I
Yeah,
think I might
Oh
watch that.
man, I never.
So Corn Sweat is actually from
yeah.
Philadelphia. He's
Uh-huh.
American. We have an American Superman, which
And
uh
he's a dad with young girls.
yes, that's pretty cool too.
Corn Sweat.
Horrible
Corn
That's a
name.
Sweat.
very interesting last
That's
name.
strange. Yeah.
It's like meat
I
Corn.
sweats. You eat
Corn
too much
Sweat.
corn, you start sweating. Too much corn, you start sweating. Like meat sweats, but
I
worse.
all right. All right. I'm willing to give it a chance. Like, cause I don't really see it from the trailers. I mean, like, I'm
Mhm.
like, it doesn't look like Superman to
See,
me.
that's how
But
I feel about Fantastic Four. Like, I saw the trailer the other day, and I just was not excited about Fantastic
the
Four.
Ben Grimm looks great.
Still wasn't excited about it. I mean, it doesn't matter what he looks like. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't like the trailer didn't generate any kind of like,
I tell you
oh,
what, I will
dude.
say this.
And the
I
Superman
don't
didn't either, but
I don't like Pedro Pascal as Reed. I don't
I
get him as
don't.
a
I'm
smart nerd
starting
guy.
to not like Pedro Pascal at all.
Yeah.
He seems to be like it's like Dude, did you see what happened to the Snow White chick? Shut
Mhm.
up. You're
Mhm.
not that impressive. The
Yeah,
only reason you're impressive
But-
is because you wore a mask through 2 seasons of a TV show that we all just had to see your face. And when we saw your face, you instantly became famous.
right.
You could have put anybody in that
Uh,
Boba Fett, in that
yeah, look,
Mandalorian suit.
the guy's got his issues of his stuff that he is like an activist for, and anytime an actor's an activist,
But
I'm
it's
just
not
like,
1990 anymore.
right.
It's 2025. You need
That's
to
true,
shut
but
your mouth
you
because you're fixing to ruin all
you
of these
can't
people that watch your stuff.
you can't be an actor and not be sniffing your own farts, and that's a guy that just sniffs his
True.
own farts all the time. So,
Very true.
I
um,
will say, back to Superman.
Yeah.
Deke, I want to see your reaction to Crypto.
Okay.
Crypto is based on James Gunn's actual dog. He loves his dog. He would do anything for his dog, but his dog is not a good dog.
Okay.
Dog will come home and super excited to see dad, and then just starts nipping at dad's ankles.
Mm.
or
you
Okay.
gotta
tore
train
up
your
the
dog,
house today.
dude.
That's what I was fixing
I
to
don't want
say.
to ruin
Yeah.
anything about it.
Let me
but,
tell
oh
you,
my
bad
word,
behavior is usually a very short correction away from being
there are
not a
some
bad
great
behavior.
conversations between Superman and the robots
Yeah.
about Crypto.
About crypto, that's
And
funny.
it is amazing. Alan Tudyk is number 4.
Yeah.
Great. Oh man. Yeah.
Who?
I love
Alan
Alan Tudyk.
Tudyk, he's Leaf
Oh,
on the
Tudyk.
Wind. He's
Okay. Yeah.
Tudyk. Tudyk.
I know.
I love
It's
Alan.
that's
All
like
right.
that's
Super
like those what did the guy call him the other day? Not Dritz. I always called him Dritz Duerden from
Mhm.
Ravenloft, and he
Mhm.
said he didn't say Drizzit, and he didn't say he said I know, but it's just
It's an
I didn't know who
unfortunate
you were
name.
saying. I used to say Alan Tedeki, and I knew that that was wrong. Yeah,
Tedeki.
Alan Tedeki.
All right.
Deck. I just didn't
Well,
hear
that's
what you
fun.
said.
That's cool that you got a chance to go see Superman. Did you go with your kids or anything, or is it
My
solo?
wife, my middle child, my youngest did not want to go, so we didn't
Mm.
take her. And then we went with husband and wife from church and their older son and his wife.
What did the kid think?
Isaac said he liked it much better than Brave New World. Captain America, Brave New World.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a high bar to meet there. Appreciate that.
Well, I just said he's not like a huge comic book fan,
Right. Yeah.
comic book movie
You know,
fan.
but
He said he enjoyed it. He liked
it's
it.
really not about like comic book fan in terms of like,
Mhm.
it's got to adhere to the lore. No, it needs to be a fun movie. It needs to be a fun movie that's accessible to people in order to be important to pop culture.
So
And
my buddy who went with us, he grew up. He's just a couple of years older than me. He's a DC fan,
Yeah.
comic books, and I was a Marvel guy.
yeah,
And so he loved this comic or movie. He wished Guy Gardner would have had the green and black outfit, not the white outfit. But yeah,
yeah, okay, but yeah.
I mean those are just the
I think
fiddly
they were setting up like a prerequisite to the Justice
Yeah.
League, and it's it's like not a prerequisite, a precursor.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it made sense.
the Lanterns are getting ready to have their TV series on HBO.
Max, yeah, that will not be kid friendly. You will.
No, Nathan Fillion said the first page of the script, he said the F word more times than he has ever said his entire career on just the first page of the script. I'm like, golly.
Oh boy, gonna be a ear burner. Well, that's cool, man. That's fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope it does well because I want movies to be fun to go to.
Yeah.
And
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah. And I gotta be honest. Henry Cavill was always a cool Superman, but those
Mhm.
movies were not good Superman movies. None of them were.
No, they weren't. This one is really grounded in hope. And I know that Gunn made the comment that this is a political statement. Yeah, sure it
Yeah.
is. He really leans on the immigrant side of things. I think DC moved away from truth, justice, and the American way
Yeah.
about 10 years ago to
Yeah.
truth, justice, and the human way, or something like that,
Yeah.
or something like that. And that's
Well,
there.
actually, in the comic they said truth, justice, and all that stuff, or something like that. So it was
Well,
like,
it led to a really great conversation with my son. He's like, why are our comics so political now? And I'm like, oh, dude, they've always been political.
They've always
Right.
Always. I
Yeah.
mean, we can go back and look at Captain America punching out Hitler on the cover.
Right.
We can talk about
Look at
the
the X-Men.
X-Men.
The
Yeah,
X-Men.
X-Men,
That was
and
the X-Men
just
are
the
nothing but
general
political.
racist
Yeah,
comment
Yeah.
over racism.
that was
And
completely racism.
uh-huh.
The X-Men.
I mean, the answer is because the kind of people that make comic books are the kind of people that get into a profession where they only listen to themselves, and they hear from like everybody in their life, like, oh, you're so talented, you're so great, you inflate their ego, and then they're at a desk all day, and then they're
But also, from my standpoint, from a storyteller standpoint, because I have literally notes on this in my
Mhm.
phone
Mhm.
and on a flash drive because I'd done it years ago. I wanted to create a world that we could play in Dungeons and Dragons that mirrored our world with their races. So I was like, okay, our races in our world and the history of what has oppressed and what has happened to our races. Let's transfer those over to a D&D race, like the cats or, the orcs or the elves or the dwarves would be a particular race in our world, and try to tell the story that way. I've done the same thing. So the comic book writers might, they just have a bigger platform than I ever had.
Mm.
I had a
Wow.
platform of like 4 to 6 people, and they
Right.
got 400 to 600 million people, and they
Yeah.
tell their story. Hey,
Well, I mean, honestly, that's what good.
I'm
This
gonna
is what good
slyly
editors
tell
are for, because an editor gets in between a creator and his bad impulses.
But when you have a guy that wants to tell a story and the editor also wants to tell a story, you never get to hear about B, C, D, E, and F because
Right.
everybody's on the
Gunn
A
stayed
train.
open to feedback from his crew,
Yeah.
and like they changed the course of some of the things he's talked about, some of the stuff, um, and I appreciate that. I think for the most part, I like the way Gunn thinks. And I like the way he tells stories.
Yeah.
So
Most of
I'm
his
open to see
impulses are
what
probably
he's doing.
positively, are
Yeah,
probably, yeah. Now, and I don't even like, I don't have a problem with Superman being an immigrant story. I mean,
it
I
should
don't
be.
like nobody has a problem with that. In fact, I think if the problem is that people won't have honest conversations. Like, I don't have a problem with immigrants, right? I think the
Yeah.
problem with that politically that the right has is with people breaking the law and
He realizes
cheating.
the wrongness of where he came from
Yeah.
without ruining anything in the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I appreciate that switch,
Yeah.
and you'll see where that comes from. I do, yeah. Go see the movie and let me
Yeah.
know what you think.
Well, I'm wondering though, like, is it equal as much as it is a allegory for immigration? Is it also like an adoption story?
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
100%.
mean?
He loves. I'll say America, but I think he loves humanity. He has
Sure.
hope for humanity,
Right.
and that's key to understanding Superman's. Like
Okay.
the Snyder Superman was all about survival. How do I
So,
live through this?
serious
How do I get
question.
through this?
I've got a serious question too.
Oh, I want to do too. Go ahead.
My serious question is, does it change who Superman is when we have changed him to humanity from America? Because Superman was American, and it wasn't like he didn't go and say, but does this change the fundamental character of Superman at the base level?
Don't think so. Because at the base level, I don't even think America is American.
I'm going to answer your question a different way because I think
I
it's
believe
different.
that
I
all
think
men
that
are created. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I think
We
what you're
just
saying that I think liberals have over the last 50 years wrongly projected American values as what is base humanity rather than what humans are. And then
Right.
at the same time, said that America is bad. So they think all the good things about Americanism is what humans are, which isn't true. and then they think America is all a bunch of these bad things.
Right.
So when they say like when these creators are like, oh, Superman is like, loves humanity, loves human values or whatever, what they mean is American values, but they don't understand that that's American values because they can't parse the difference between
It
the rest of the
used to
world.
be we used to say in the 60s and say the American values, and now we
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting at. Does that, as if I'm designing, looking back at the character Superman, and I look,
Right.
characters evolve over time. Every one
Right.
of them do. Does this, or do we have a new character because he's all, human values instead of
Yeah.
American values? Because that's where he started. It's not, I'm not offended by it. I'm just curious, I guess.
Right.
Well, I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to have.
It's definitely it's a good conversation starter. So do it.
So
Did you ask your serious question? Deke asked his.
I completely forgot my serious question.
Okay.
Completely forgot. I don't even remember what it was. It might have been along the same lines though.
I think Superman lives the American precepts very well
Mm,
without being like,
sure.
hey, I'm an American, worship me
Right.
type. It's like this is what America is founded on, so this is what I'm going to go for. And then
Oh
he
no,
does
I remember.
take it. Okay, go for it.
In this movie, he has been
Mhm.
Superman for 3 years,
Correct.
right?
Mhm.
Where'd the robots come from?
Where the what?
Where did the robots come from?
Which robots?
Any
The-
of them?
All
So
of it.
his robots.
All of them?
He's been Superman for 3 years, but he hasn't been here for 3 years.
Okay.
He's had access to the Fortress of Solitude for a bit,
Okay.
and that's all from his own tech. The robots that
So he made the
Luthor
robots. He made the robots?
don't maybe using the
Right.
technology that he has. I mean, he came with some technology. He came with some
How
stuff.
old was he in this movie when he arrived?
33, I believe. So I mean, there's a parallelism with Jesus there.
Wait. No.
No.
When
No. When he arrived as an infant.
Okay, so he was an infant.
Yeah.
So he would have only like grown up on a farm and had until he got access to Jor-El computer and Fortress of Solitude.
Probably in his teens.
How did he? So we don't know. We skip all
know.
that part.
He's been living as Superman for 3 years, but he has been here for over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So he could have had. I've got no problem with the building of the stuff. We don't know how their stuff works.
Right, but
and I'm
he
okay with
he wouldn't know either. So, right?
Why? Why would he not know?
Why would he know?
I don't know. I'm
he's
kind of on
raised
Jay's
on a
camp
farm.
on this one.
He's raised on a farm.
You do realize it's fiction, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's
I'm just
some things
I'm
that
just
you just,
I'm
like,
just
need to
asking about
accept and
some
just go with.
internal
It's
integrity.
It's
Of,
not.
I don't.
No, it
I,
doesn't need it.
I don't know.
Doesn't need it.
I'm on JJ's side of the couch when we're
That's-
watching this movie. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm that asshole that's
Then
like,
you all will not
wait a
enjoy
minute.
it.
He grew up on a farm.
No.
He went to high school. He was a freaking news reporter. How did he build 4 artificial intelligent
Right.
robots that can
Yeah.
do everything?
I think they did a lot of the stuff.
Right.
I can't.
Okay. I will grant you that if he
Did they come in the spaceship when he was an
Yeah,
infant
right.
and just been there his
like
whole
IKEA.
life?
He had all the stuff with him. And
So
he
there
could-
was
So
room
Martha
for
made
stuff,
them in
but
between
not
apple
Dad?
pies?
no, it started from that little crystal thing, and
There
the
was
material that was
room
already in the
for
ship.
some robots and a whole
and
fortress,
Kara
but
is
not room
around.
for mom.
Kara is around.
Yeah.
And so Kara was a lot older. So I don't know
Okay.
what, but yeah. I just going to suspend disbelief or suspend my belief for a little bit and just enjoy it.
I'm sorry, you just missed. That was the best comment out of your mouth, JJ. When he arrived, there was room for the robots in the Fortress of Solitude, but there wasn't room for Marlon Brando's fat ass to get in that thing.
I don't get it. I mean, in the first one, it was like a little capsule, like the original Superman. It was like, it's a right. He could barely fit the baby in here. Okay.
That's what I envisioned.
And everything grew out of a rock. Like there was a rock.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm
and
mixing up
stuff.
Smallville. Anyway.
Nope, you're not. And then
Funny.
the other robots, metahumans have been around for a while.
Yeah. Actually, that's kind of
and
cool. They're
so
like
the
300
robots-
years, except
Yeah, the
except Hot
robots.
Girl obviously is like thousands of years,
Well,
but
there's things
reincarnated.
beyond metahumans as well. So metahumans are humans whose DNA
Right.
is altered or whatever.
So, nerds.
Pretty much.
Superman is not a metahuman. Superman
Correct.
is
He's an
obviously
alien.
alien.
He's an
right?
alien.
Yep.
All metahumans in the DC universe, according at least in the continuity of this movie, all metahumans are genetically descendant from Vandal Savage. So if Vandal Savage was like a
They didn't.
caveman.
I don't think they actually said his name at all. But yeah.
No,
you
but
pretty
this
much-
is the lore that
Mhm.
like he lived like
3,000 years.
forever. Yeah, however long, and he is immortal,
Was it
and
3,000?
his and he like made a lot of descendants, and any humans that carry those genes, that is how there are metahumans in the DC universe.
Mhm.
So, kind of cool, neat, I guess. So I guess like Hot Girl is like a descendant of Vandal Savage.
I don't know if she's a descendant or if she's possibly a god of some sort, like a goddess.
Mm.
I don't, because this is called Gods and Monsters. This whole
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah, kind of like the
So I don't
Sure.
know. Like Superman is going to be seen as a god of some sort.
right.
If not a deity, then he's worshipped for his powers. I don't know how they're going to work it all out. I'll trust
He's
the
been
process.
around for 50,000
Right.
years.
Yeah.
There you go. It said in the beginning of the movie, it's like rolling on a scroll, and you read
Yeah.
and you read and you read. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
He
They did
encountered
that?
a
Did that
strange
work?
meteorite
Mhm.
during prehistoric times, and it gave
Mhm.
him advanced healing abilities
Right.
50,000 years ago. That's interesting. I wasn't a big DC part kid.
Yeah, I
don't
really
get
wasn't either.
these
Although
DC
I did.
guys. I don't know him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I read the All-Star Superman that was kind of informed this, take, and so I'm familiar with that. And I read some stuff when I was a kid, but I'm not deep in the DC lore.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Morning, do good.
Do good. What's happening?
Hello, sir.
He went into French on us.
Oh, do good. How does Germany feel about Superman embodying human values as opposed to American values?
Mm.
Do Germans innately agree that American values are better than everybody else's on the planet?
We're three delinquents. What do we know?
Oh, we're the delinquents.
That's what he said. Good
All
morning.
right.
Delinquents.
Okay. So yeah, let me go back to my original story
Okay.
about
I
the
was gonna say,
weekend,
I was going. Oh, go ahead.
because my daughter Lily.
Yeah.
What book?
What?
What book was she reading?
Oh, Arthur.
Oh,
Arthur
no. I did that. We covered that.
No,
She read
talk
Arthur.
about
I
her
was having
gymnastics.
audio issues.
Yeah, so on Friday night, we signed them up for gymnastics every Friday night so that they can get some jumps out and have fun, and me and Cass can go on a date. And it's been like a win-win situation for a little bit. And anyway, she was at the gym and apparently ran across a mat and maybe jumped over a barrel mat of some kind, I'm not sure, but landed on her chest, on her arm, and was talking about she hurt her arm. So I brought her home and I wrapped it up because it was late. And then the next day I took her I had Cassie take her to the urgent clinic, and it doesn't look broken, but and the doctor was like, she's fine. And then they took the x-rays and the radiologist looked at it, and then he called me back later. He was like, she has a little break in her elbow. So in a little bit, in about 20 minutes, I'm going to call a orthopedic something another. I don't know. I got a number to call, and I'm going to get her checked out and get a proper, not just an urgent care tech, but like a proper. So it's not going to be a cast, but I currently have her arm in a sling, and so that she kind of immobilizes a little bit. She's a roughhouser, she wants to. So broke arm. There's an episode of The Big Bang Theory where they argue about a hypothetical superhero stuff. You don't need to watch it. You're basically in the episode. Oh,
Yes. I never watched The Big Bang Theory.
Hooray!
Thank you, Awesome. Nerds. We put the
Okay with that.
yeah, okay. I don't know. Do we have any? Is there any news? It's been a weekend, so probably not, right?
Trump is sending weapons to the Ukraine.
Great.
I saw
Right.
that yesterday. He made the announcement. I'm like, okay.
Well, he's sending them to. Isn't he sending them to NATO, and then NATO is sending them to
Nope.
Ukraine?
Nope, he sent them to Ukraine. He said Putin is being crazy. He talks nice in the morning, then bombs you in the evening, or something to that effect.
Yeah.
That
Oh
was from
wow,
Trump.
Patriot missiles. Awesome. This is
Yeah.
great.
Now the European Union is paying for them 100% of the cost, so that's nice of them. We're not just giving stuff away, which is also a thing. But I did see that there's big fallout right now over the Epstein list that still hasn't been released.
Right. Well, yeah, I think the latest comment was like there is no Epstein list from like Bongino and Cash Patel. Oh, there is
If
no.
y'all think that list is ever, I think it exists, but if y'all think that
How could
some
there not be a
list
list?
is ever
Right.
going to come out, you're crazy. And if a name or a list of names comes out, it's going to be the people that piss off or don't play the game, and that list is never going to come out. They lose every single bit of leverage if that list comes out.
I know individuals who may or may not have placed votes based on the promise of that list being released.
Exactly.
Did you guys
Eh.
see this video over the last week or so? Check this out.
Yeah.
Nice young man.
I can't see anything.
You got a list.
Oh, yes.
That's the wish list, dude. You got your Amazon and Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy too. But I know a list that don't exist, and buddy, so do you. It's the Epstein list. It's a mystery list with a twist. It's a myth of a list that we all just missed. Be an optimist, not a pessimist. If you wish to persist, you probably ought to forget that list. What were we talking about? I don't remember, but I can sleep a lot better.
Exactly.
Yeah, life can just go along, knowing there's 10,000 hours of sunshine and flowers and nobody doing a damn thing wrong. Hear no, see no, damn Bongino, Cash Patel. Well, I wouldn't want to be a sweating man with bulging eyes. Now tell me them fellas ain't compromised. Any implicated dude will tell you anybody on the big list knows just how far the folks in charge will go to keep the status quo. So when the war bell rings, the song that they'll sing is a song that we well know. Ow, ow. So it's off to war I go. Well, they said they's gonna fix it, but now they're all complicit. They owe. So it's off to war we go.
Yep.
Send the poor off the war. What else are we for? They owe.
I saved that video from Jesse last week to play on the show, and I've missed it every day. I'm glad you brought it up. I found him on TikTok like last year, and he is really, really good. But I will say this: he will go for the left as well as the right.
For sure.
Yes, he will.
He has some rights. He has some songs on there making fun of Trumpers and MAGA and everything that'll kind of. I was just like, I don't like this song, but he is very, very, very talented lyricist.
Yeah. And he's got a beautiful mullet.
Yeah, he's got a great hair.
That is an impressive head of hair.
In high school, we had this thing that we would do in our youth group where if you saw somebody with a mullet, you would walk up and say, "Hey, dude, you look like my uncle. Can I get a picture with you? He's not going to believe this. I mean, like, you are a dead ringer for my uncle." And we get a picture and we'd put it on our wall of mullets. That's back before there were camera phones and the internet.
So
that's great,
Dave.
dude.
I'm going to exempt you from answering, but I want to say this. So in the video there, he specifically calls out Bongino and Cash Patel.
Right.
Dan Bongino, right-wing political influence. Secret Service agent turned right-wing political influencer, YouTuber / turned deputy director of the FBI, and Cash Patel, a Washington insider that became the director of the FBI. And these two guys seemingly had a lot of credibility among conservatives for being honest and straight shooting. And they've been in the office for like 6 months now. And now they're like, there's nothing there. There's nothing. There's nothing there. There's no list. There's no video. There's nothing there. There's no evidence. Epstein probably killed himself. And that seems incongruent with the other things that we know. So, did they get to them? Did the swamp monster get to Kash Patel and Dan Bongino?
I don't know.
We can't.
I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. But look up more of Jesse's stuff.
Yeah.
If you liked that song, you will like his other stuff. Most of his other stuff. He's a very good lyricist. Did you see? I'm not moderator. I couldn't post all this stuff that Do Good's saying over here on the side. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
If you haven't been reading it.
Is he taking the piss out of us?
He said there's an episode from The Big Bang Theory where they argue about hypothetical superhero stuff. Oh, did y'all read that?
Yeah. We've read that.
And he said, I don't know how Germany feels about Superman. Sorry. And he said, I made sure Jeffrey erased my name from the list, so I'm fine.
Ew. Oh, gross, dude. That's not funny. That's nasty.
Dark.
Right.
Well, I have one more story, but I was going to talk right here. Hang on. Let me move this down.
Trump says U.S. will send Patriot missiles to the Ukraine. Does that mean that any country can operate our Patriot missiles, or do they have to have American help?
I don't know. Do you know what the Tuskegee Airmen are? Change of subject.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what they are?
Yeah.
For our two people watching that don't, maybe.
Oh, maybe they don't. Yeah. No, I don't know. Explain it to me, please.
Thanks. They were the group of Africa. If we were on the radio show, I would have been like, look, I'm going to ask you a question here at the end of this song, and I don't care if you know it or not. Right. I want you to say, no, I don't know. So I can explain the question to all the listeners out there. Don't know.
Yeah. I think we've all agreed a long time ago that it would be a terrible, terrible host on a show.
Dude, I think you would be. No, you wouldn't either. But I've had the interviews. I was supposed to interview Mark Miller, the lead singer of Sawyer Brown, one time. And like the day before, they were like, Mark can't do it. You're going to interview Hobie. He's the keyboardist. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And this dude literally was like, I was like, hey, man, so you guys on tour? How's the tour been going? Good. Okay, I heard you got a new single coming out. How's that going? Well.
Don't ask closed-ended questions, Deke. Come on.
Yeah, come on. You're supposed to be like, how do you feel about going on the tour?
No, they are set up to, hey, you've got 10 minutes with this radio station, and then you got to call this radio station for 10 minutes. So 2 hours on Thursday morning, you're going to be doing nothing but talking to different radio stations. Yeah. He knows not to say one-word answers.
Open-ended questions.
I don't care.
Can't ask him yes, no questions.
It's not my fault.
You got to be like,
some asshole not wanting to be on the fucking radio.
Going on tour?
He should. I mean, it's a commercial. It's a free commercial.
How do you feel about going on tour? Good.
What are you looking forward to?
Sleep.
Who has the best food?
McDonald's.
Yeah.
What is it about McDonald's that you love so much?
It's yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it too.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore. Like I just interviewed who was the last person I interviewed? I was Marty Rabin, the lead singer of Shenandoah, like not too long ago. And I always ask him, like, I try to think, okay, he's being interviewed by all these radio stations this morning. He's been interviewed 1 million times. He's been asked the same questions over and over again. So normally I will be like, if he's down in Tennessee, you know, that's where his home, I'll look it up. That's where his hometown is. I'll start off the questions with like, you been doing some fishing? You know, I ask a lot of those country music guys when I'm interviewing those country music guys. That's one of the first questions I ask them is like, you been doing any fishing down there in Tennessee? You know, you come up here to Kentucky Lake, we'll take you out and get you fishing. You know, it kind of, and it's not a question that every freaking radio station in the country is going to ask them. Anyway, the Tuskegee Airmen. were a
Yeah,
group
what
of
about
African
those guys?
American military aviators who fought
Yeah.
in World War II. And I
For
wanted to
sure
bring
they
this
were.
up at the end of our show because this was really, really cool, I thought. The oldest living Tuskegee Airman recently celebrated a birthday. Sergeant Thomas Franklin Vaughns is 105 years old. He was born July 7th, 1920. He was a trained mechanic for B-50 or B-25 bombers that served in both World War II and the Korean War. And they celebrated his birthday down in Memphis over the weekend. If that picture will go back, there he is.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Deacon Thomas Franklin Vaughns.
105.
So he has been awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in 2006, National Defense Service Medal in 19. He also received the World War II Victory Medal and the American Campaign Medal. That's very cool, man. I wanted to bring that up. A good story at the end, at least.
We've got this VBS thing starting tonight, and they have posted everywhere. It's a community VBS, so it's not just us, but all the signage says, everyone welcome ages 3 to 100. I'm like, dude, what if they're like 103 or 102? Those people are alive.
Screw them. They're not welcome.
Yeah. Deacon couldn't come to this.
He
I
couldn't
don't
come
care. He's too old.
To 100. That's something that I would do, though, if I ever lived to 101 and I saw something like that. That's mine and dad joke. I saw a thing the other day, a meme the other day that said, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I got to send this to dad because he would love this joke. It said, when I die, I want someone to take my cell phone and message everyone, thanks for coming after the funeral. And I sent that to my dad, and the first thing he sent back was, I want someone to do this. And I said, I will. I will straight up do that the next day. And then I will tell everyone after I do that, like 15 minutes, this was my dad's last joke. We set this up years ago, and they will all get it because my dad's a goofball.
Well, speaking of jokes, joke time. Let's do this.
Crap.
I got another meeting in 1 minute. So.
What's the difference between me and Superman?
I don't know. What is the difference?
I don't know.
Superman has supervision. I often require supervision.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a good one. All right, JJ, go. You got one?
I don't know if I ever told you, I used to work at a stationery store, but I didn't feel like it was going anywhere. So I got a job at a travel agency, and I felt like I was going places.
Oh, yeah, that's appropriate. Over the weekend, I met a guy from North Korea.
Yeah?
Yeah, I asked him how his country was, and he said, I can't complain.
Politicians and talking heads lying left and right. You can help us bring facts into the light. Don't let your daughter